Well, it's full time and it ends in defeat for Cardiff Uni women's team. I'm here with the head coach, Nic Evans. Nic, how did you feel after that game?
Of course, we're disappointed with the scoreline, but it doesn't reflect the effort, the grit the girls had. We went 24 minutes, and I think we went down 12-0. So if you think about the first 16 minutes, they didn't score, we were in the game. We spent a significant amount of time in their 22, and what I am disappointed is we didn't put points on when we're in the 22. So I think the scoreline could have looked a lot different. They also scored very quickly off our errors. So we've got a few things to go back to the drawing board, but I think we've got things we can be really proud of as well.
Speaking about that effort, that was absolutely there to show throughout the whole game. There's a real battle, and the territory was sort of fairly similar, especially in that second half. But you're talking about taking charge of the chances you have in the 22,
Yeah.
and I saw an interview of you sort of speaking about that before the season. Where do you think you can work on that and really start to put more points on the board and put real pressure on these sides?
Absolutely. I think it's about us in training, being more clinical, practicing in their 22, practicing scoring tries. That's a really important part of the game. So I think we just need to get out of just playing rugby and feeling really white line fever. So it's about getting that into our training sessions.
And how's the pre-season for the girls? I'm sure it was a very, very long pre-season heading up to this moment. How do you feel like they're feeling sort of heading into this third season in the WL now?
So for us, I think we had an 8-week pre-season, and if I'm honest, I think it would have been great to have just a few more numbers down in there. Some freshers have come in and they've added to the team, which is great. But also, we had a really successful twos last season, so to see some of them graduate up to the ones is really brilliant. It demonstrates the pathway is working within the club, so real positives.
Absolutely, and it was an improved finish for you last season. What would you say is your aspirations for this season? Sort of finishing 6th last year. Are you sort of aiming to sort of consolidate your position or sort of move up?
Of course, we'd like to move up. There's a couple of wins that I think we let fall away from us last season. So I think we're going to target certain games and try and really go for those wins and not just be happy with being within a score, etc. So we've got targeted games, so we'll see how we go.
I'm here with Cardiff Uni Women's players Gabriela, Della, Savina and Eva Lewis, captain and vice captain here. Girls, how are you feeling after that defeat? Tough game as always against Cardiff Met. They're a really top side, but how did you enjoy today in terms of being at the Arms Park?
Yeah, obviously it's our first fixture on the WBSR. It's always a tough one. Our first runs out as captain and vice captain. We had loads of debuts today, and I just think that this is only the start. We can only go up from here. We haven't played that long together, but we enjoyed it, and we've got loads of fans here. They're having a good time. So I think also we had so many positives to draw from it. We were in there 22 for a lot, and it's just we have to come away now and think, how can we put points on them coming back in Christmas? We've got so much to work on, and I think it was there were a lot of positives that we've taken from it.
Yeah, well, that was something your coach was saying as well in terms of being more clinical in that 22, getting more points, and sort of really pushing these really sides that are, like Cardiff Met are really top teams. How is the group feeling in terms of after the pre-season, first game of the season, or what are the sort of aspirations for this season?
Yeah, I mean, we're just building and building. We've got loads of new players coming in, loads of really exciting freshers, and we're just getting them down to training, getting our game plan on there, and just, we're showing up every week working hard. I back what Gabby said. I think it's just working on things that we can control in the game, worrying less about them and actually what we can do. We come back, we go to the gym, we train, and we work on our fitness, and in Christmas I can see massive improvements coming.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for speaking to us, girls, and all the best for the season.